Welcome to Grand Sumo Breakdown,
the unofficial sumo podcast
for official sumo fans.
I love the angry metal singer gesture that it appears to be like part of almost all of your gestures.
Yes. I can't help it. It's just there.
No,
like,
don't help it. Let it flow.
It's just
get
my
the essence.
You know,
like the Mawashi, just get the essence.
I just don't know why I claw to, enunciate, but it works for me.
It's like the Italian.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah.
Instead
It's the natural evolution.
Yeah, see, first it goes, and then it goes,
Well, Jake, I don't think we need an intro here. I think we just dive right into this as we've been doing it.
I assume wherever we started this was a bad idea. So, whatever.
Whatever, man.
Whatever ends up getting posted gets posted.
hey.
Yeah, I'm glad we weren't recording for the whole eating ass story that you guys are saving up, But
Oh God.
Who are you guys again?
Oh, I am Matt.
My name is Boxy. No, I'm
Foxy.
I'm
Sabrina. We wanted to have you guys on. We've been texting with you off and on for a while now, but you guys are Sumo Punx has now been around for a couple months. What made you guys decide to get started on that?
Well, we've been listening to a shitload of podcasts, and that's like her thing. She is like a podcast maniac, and I'm just kind of like, listen to a few. I have my staples.
We're both like high risk for COVID infection, so over the past couple of years, we've spent a lot of time just sitting in this apartment, just fucking going out of our minds. So eventually one day we were out walking the dog. Shout out to Furiosa. And
your dog's name is Furiosa?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sweet.
Yeah. She's a little hellion. But it kind of came to me. I was like, you know what? I listen to podcasts all the time. What if I made one? And then I didn't want to do it by myself, so I was like, okay, what's the one subject I can get Matt to do a podcast with me on? And I was just like, oh yeah, sumo. I don't even need to think about this. So I was like, hey, why don't we make like a podcast for like the subcultural sumo enthusiast,
Yeah.
And he got super excited about it. I got super excited about it. I was like, okay, this doesn't have to be like a big production or anything. We can literally just like sit in our living room. And was that before or after we bought the mixer?
That was before.
Being musicians, we already have a lot of recording equipment.
Sure.
Yeah.
But
yeah, all of our stuff, like we're using like stage equipment. Like we got like Shure SM58s as our microphones. Those are supposed to be what you jump and scream around on. But as a podcast mic, it's kind of weird. I don't know. I think I should probably get some pro equipment.
It certainly sounds fine.
Yeah, I was about to say it sounds great.
The secret.
You say that, but I sit there for hours after every episode, like just agonizing over like him snorting or me breathing too hard.
She's got these macaroni noises that she makes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Macaroni noises.
Yeah, you ever stir a pot of macaroni?
Oh yes.
Macaroni noises.
I've never heard it called that.
But when she talks,
she just makes that noise.
Macaroni.
Yeah,
She just makes that noise.
I don't know why it happens, but I only hear it when I'm talking, not when he's talking.
Yeah, I just sniff intermittently, and she's just like...
He's like Zizek over here, just like snorting every like 3 seconds.
Well, one of the things that we've loved about your show are your intros. And there's one in particular that Matt had brought up. Sabrina, you had shot down. I think this was a big mistake. A Team Rocket introduction.
Thank you.
I think that is a missed opportunity and should be utilized.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Vindication. She doesn't like the Pokemons as much as I do.
Yeah.
Well, you're a Blastoise fan, which I'm like, that was my starter in blue was Squirtle every time.
I never said that I didn't like Pokemon. Okay, my issue is that we're gonna get into.
Oh, here we go.
This is a whole
some
thing,
weed
isn't it?
Politics.
This is
No,
a
I
whole
think it's
thing we
just-
just got.
What did I do? What have I done?
I think it's just like when the JSA started doing the whole Pokemon thing, I just thought it was such a crock of shit because their whole fucking idea is like, oh, let's get the younger people interested in sumo without actually like doing any of the things that would attract younger people to sumo, like making it safer or, you know, all of these easy changes that they could make that would make the younger generation more willing to participate and to keep this tradition going.
Yeah.
Instead, they slap a fucking Pokeball on a Goji and they're like, all right, nothing.
Problem solved.
Done.
Yeah, no, it's like Taco Bell having some Pride Month tweet or something, right? Like it's just like
Exactly.
it's just hollow. I think you may have swayed me on that one.
I, on the other hand, was just squealed and delighted. I was like, oh, look, Pokeballs. You know?
Yeah.
He's
Bam, that's the
basically a
target audience.
13-year-old
Yep, got
boy.
it.
I'm only masquerading as a full-grown adult. I'm actually only 13.
We all are. We all masquerade as adults.
That's the secret to being an adult. There's no such thing as adults.
Exactly.
Turns out
Do you,
it's a
do you
similar
not
thing
see
for
the nerdery
podcasting.
back here? It's like, do I look like I'm fully mature? No way.
I think it's pretty fucking sweet, by the way.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
pretty
thank you.
bad.
No, that's the secret to podcasting as well. It's actually quite easy, and like I honestly
There's
the
the Shinomaru Sumo one, and
Oh, yeah.
I actually had this on this wall, and I'm like, why the hell am I wasting something that cool on the wall that isn't even on the camera?
Yeah. All my comic stuff used to be on my computer while I'm like, no, I'm going to put it back there.
Yeah, we just got our posters.
oh yeah, our
Yeah,
punk and metal posters. Oh
Yeah,
well, that
which
was
is-
a goth band.
yeah. The pawns. Oh, and then that's our roommate, Vociferous.
Yeah, there's
Vociferous.
Note the nipple tassels on
Every-
those.
Everybody should have a skeleton with nipple tassels.
Oh, totally. Well,
Yeah.
I've got Boba Fett. Jake, come on. Step up your game, dude.
We'll send you guys some nipple tassels, or we'll send you some nipple tassels. For your
Sumo
Boba
Punx
Fett.
branded, of course, right?
Oh, yeah. We expect pictures.
Yes.
The best car armor with nipple tassels. Maybe.
And you have to stand next to him like a proud dad.
You have to put on the nipple tassels yourself to test them out first.
Yeah, hey, otherwise you don't know they work.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you got to do a little, give him a twirl.
Clockwise. Okay, let's get back. What were we talking about again?
It's gonna be like 10:30, and we're gonna be like,
Oh,
wait,
totally.
we gotta go to bed. But no,
Time
so
is an illusion. That's what we always say, mostly because we can't get an episode out on time ever.
Yeah.
That's our excuse anyway. It's a social construct. Don't worry about it.
I like your conveniently framed mug right here in the
Yes.
Made sure to get it camera side out. The eye
Can
of
you
heart
Totally.
is a fart. Incredible. Anyways, though, so you guys got into podcasting because it was, you listen to podcasts, but you're interested in sumo. Where'd the sumo part come from originally?
Oh, man.
This
So,
guy's a sumo wrestler.
Well, I mean,
don't know
Well,
if you
yeah,
guys know
that Sabrina, we're leading into that. Okay, you're showing some naivete here. Come on.
Yeah.
So,
oh,
just
she's
come
trying
on.
to live
Practiced.
with it, though. Back in the day, it was like in the late 90s, early 2000s, I used to hang out with this dude named the Caribou, and he had this roommate named Nick the Mighty. And we would like chug whiskey and like chase it with box wine. And then just act like just total maniacs. So it was like 4 a.m. and we were like, we were just griping about pro wrestling and how, and this was like back in the days, like, of The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin, he hated it. I loved it. But Brian was like, oh man, I don't want to do it. So anyway, we're like flipping around through the TV. We were winding down, looking for something to watch. The whiskey's almost gone. We find, it was the European sumo, I think it was like what do you call that? Like the championships or something like that.
Sure.
But we just saw a bunch of Polish dudes, a bunch of Romanian guys, Bulgarian guys, and they were just like going at it. We were like, holy shit, this is awesome. There's sumo, outside of Japan. And we were like, man, we got to get into this. Oh, this is badass. So it was like on ESPN, like 8 at like 4 in the morning. So
Yeah.
only every
The
now and
Ocho.
again. Yeah, we'd be like, oh shit, there's sumo again. We'd just like, just stand there in our underwear chugging whiskey and like, yeah, dude, this is the shit.
As one does.
Yes, totally.
So anyway, whenever I quit drinking about like 4 years ago because I just got too wild. You know, I mean, I lit my junk on fire. You know, I mean, that was that bad.
That's a warning
And
sign,
that's
isn't
not
it?
That's definitely a warning
Really
sign.
good job.
Yeah.
And I mean, and the flying squirrel too. There's too many pictures of the flying squirrel. My skin.
I can guess.
I'm
need to
good.
know more.
I'm good.
Your scrotum skin is a shot glass.
Oh yeah, there's pictures of me stretching out the scrotum skin and people taking shots of liquor off my nutsack.
Yeah. And then you wake up the next morning and that picture's on your phone. You're like, huh, maybe that was enough.
Oh no, that was back. No, that was back in the MySpace days. That was put all over MySpace. Back in the day.
I think I had too much last night, guys. I think we got to rethink a few things.
You know, I got to check my MySpace page. What did we get up to last night? Oh,
Oh,
no.
Oh no.
Yeah, there was another one that with me just butt naked getting paddled too. That one got taken off of Facebook. That was sad.
That's too bad.
But no, anyway, I was like, when I quit drinking, I was like, man, I gotta, do something physical. So I, started walking around the neighborhood and stuff. And we ended up watching Hinamaru Sumo because, I'm a big anime nerd. And so we were like, holy shit, because, any shonen anime is going to make whatever it's about seem like the coolest shit in the entire world.
And it's got an absolute ripper of an opening sequence like that.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh my God. I still play like I think it's the first closing track is like that they had at the beginning of the season, at the end of the episode. That is like my favorite pump up song ever.
I don't know. Be the Naked is pretty good though.
There's some bangers for sure, but like, oh my God. But yeah, that show is something else.
It really is. It's just, I don't know, just how enthusiastic they were about sumo, how dramatic the bouts were. Because, you watch sumo, it's like 7 seconds, 8 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
They stretched it out over like episodes, and it's like a Dragon Ball Z style battle where they're like,
Yeah.
I've got to power up. I was like,
1,000-ton demon drop.
Yeah, and they're having like philosophical debates while sumo wrestling for like 2 seconds or whatever.
I know.
Ice Dragon Slider or something like that. Where it's like, what is this? Like, I like this.
It was badass. So like we were like, you know what? Let's just watch some sumo because like we had finished, all of Hinamaru Sumo and we were like just kind of lost. Oh, what do we watch now? And we started watching. God, I can't remember what tournament it was. It was 2018, 2019. I think it was 2019.
I think it was like early 2019. I want to say.
Yeah, because it was Kisei no Sato was still wrestling. And,
Oh. In the
so
before
it's-
times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the long ago.
The long ago.
But anyways, we were watching these. I was like, poor Kisei no Sato, he's just getting mangled out there, and then he pulls out and all that. So we were like, didn't know anyone's name except Hakuho.
Well, yeah,
Sure,
that's the
Hakuho.
king.
Yeah.
And so we were like, oh my God, this is just so cool. And then we just kept watching, and it was like, I think we got like the second or third day of the tournament, and then so we were just kept watching.
Yeah,
And then
every night.
every night. And then after
every
that
single
tournament
night.
was over, we had to go and watch all the past tournaments, and then we were just like, yeah,
The deep
were
dive.
just-
And we came up with like little nicknames for all the Rikishi because we were
Like
still
everyone
trying to
does.
figure out.
Oh, yeah,
like,
totally.
Which one was which, and like I think one of the first ones we came up with was I think it was just Aoyama. We just called him Titties.
Yeah.
And then
No,
And then
Ours
that-
was,
that
I was about
tracks.
to say, ours was Captain Jiggletits.
and Ichinojo was Cranky Baby because I said he looked like a huge infant. that
Ours was
just, like,
Snorlax, so it works.
just really needed a nap or something.
Yeah, he's got like the biggest, brightest smile, but whenever he's being all serious, he's just kind of looks like a cranky baby.
Mhm.
I just want to pinch his cheeks. Oh, same with the Tommy Fuji. I just want to pinch his cheeks so hard.
Oh, yeah.
Just look at this little guy. I was I had something on my Instagram. Oh, look how cute this little guy is. I love this little guy. And someone's like, little? I'm like, well, I'm taller, I'm older, and I'm fatter than him. So
Ergo,
It is my
little.
right to call him little. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's really funny to me. We're right at that age where we're talking about wrestlers getting old, and it's like, oh, that guy's younger than me.
exactly.
I know, right?
Eh.
I'm 40, and then like here I'm like, Tamawashi is the oldest in the upper division. He's only 37. I'm like, whatever.
gonna
I'm
move into
pick
a
on you in
retirement
middle
home.
school.
Yeah.
Tamawashi.
So yeah, so you started watching pro sumo, and then in just the last year or so here, you finally got an amateur club in town. How'd you hook up with
Yeah.
those guys?
All right, so it was
Dallas,
about,
by the way. I'm not
Dallas.
sure
Yeah, that's
if
what Dallas was the club
Yes,
name.
you guys- yeah, so the Dallas Sumo Club, same as Corey, Khalil, Jared. But yeah, how'd you find those guys?
All right, so it was like December 2020, was it? Yeah, I think it was December 2020. I was just, dicking around on Facebook, and I saw someone like, "Hey, does anyone in the Dallas club want to do sumo?" I'm like, "Me, I do. I want to do sumo."
I volunteer.
So I was, I was ready, and he added me, to this like little group and stuff, and
And
I
you
was,
were talking about like wanting to try it out even before then, like
yeah,
kind of maybe like starting to do it on your own or something.
yeah, it was pre-pandemic, and I was like, man, I need to find some sumo, but there was like, I didn't know where to go except for Austin or San Antonio, and I was like, man,
It's a bit of a hike.
Oh
Yep.
man, that crappy car! I drove like an old taxi. It looked like it was an old cop car, but it was a taxi. It was like a Crown Vic,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
that Crown Vic would not make it to Austin.
No.
no. So anyway, I was like, well, I'm just gonna give up and do judo. I guess I'll do judo.
Like a nerd. Yeah.
I remember you
Weeb.
saying that and thinking like, I don't.
I wanted to get, I was like, I
don't know
can't
about
find
that.
a gi. I can't find, anything that's going to fit me. I'm going to be the fattest guy in judo class, and they're just all going to laugh at me. And then, anyway, I was just kind of like, I still got to do something, though. But anyway, I saw that on Facebook, and I'm like, yes, this is it. But it was, mid-pandemic, and here I am, not vaccinated yet, and, I'm diabetic. And if I were to get sick, I probably wouldn't make it. So, and
That'd be
she
bad.
has immune disorder, so we're both just kind of like hermits, stuck in here. But
And end of 2020 was a little
That
little
was bad.
soon for opening up in any way, really. Yeah.
That was bad.
Yeah.
but after we got vaccinated, so that was like December, January of 2021, wherever we're like, okay, well, Dallas Sumo Club is on, it's going on. I was like, well, we got to get vaccinated before we could do anything. So when they finally rolled that out, I was like, get my shots. Like, first in line, give me my shots.
I gotta wrestle.
Stick me, man. I gotta go.
So they
Gotta
got,
slap some fat.
I know, I just wanted to go slap someone's fat. And so she,
Oh, that reminds me. That's what we used to call Hinamaru Sumo back when we were first watching it. Tokyo Fat Slappers.
yeah,
That was one that I came up with.
yeah, she was like,
Tokyo Fat Slap.
she was like, where's that new Tokyo Fat Slappers episode?
That's awesome.
I knew exactly what she was talking about.
Oh yeah, no, that one. Yeah, sure.
Oh, sure. Come on, no problem.
No, so anyway, it was like May 24th, I think, of last year, where I finally made it out there, and I didn't know how to quite tie my mawashi correctly. I mean, I watched the videos that USA Sumo did,
Sure.
and I kind of saw some, it was like a mom putting a tiny mawashi on her little 5-year-old kid, for some festival, and I was like, I got more out of watching that mom throw that, mawashi on the kid
Sure.
than I did any of the other videos. So I was like, all right. But I saw, I was trying to emulate what I saw some of the Sekitori doing, which they kind of had that weird toilet paper roll thing in the front, where
Oh,
they
yeah,
take
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
the
yeah.
training version of how you
Yeah.
yeah.
instead of folding it like the taco and tucking it under, they just kind of take a corner of it and, so I had the little toilet paper roll thing going at first. I was like, yeah.
I know what I'm
Oh,
doing.
awesome. I got this.
Yeah, there's some old pictures of me where I'm still rocking the toilet paper roll. And my mawashi was way big. I got the extra long mawashi because
Yeah.
I'm a huge dude. I'm 6'4", 400 pounds, and I used to weigh 520 pounds when I first started. So
Oh,
I had to have the extra long mawashi, and now it's super huge. But then I washed it, and it shrank a tiny bit, just a tiny bit. But now it fits perfectly. It's now that it's washed, it cushions the junk.
It doesn't have the peanut
Yeah.
butter and jelly stains on it anymore.
Yeah, there's
No, you need the food stains. The food
Oh, no, the
stains
food
are
stains are
what
coming
keep
back.
it strong.
It won't be
true.
long.
Since
Patience.
then. Yeah.
No, and I cook in it, and I wash dishes in it. I just feel late at night, around maybe after 10 p.m. every night, I'm like, all right,
Literally,
it's
every
mawashi
night.
time.
Every night he puts on the mawashi and just does around the house shit, maybe does some stretches, some shikos, some
Yeah,
fucking.
I do my little exercises. I do Suriashi through the apartment and like.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but yeah, sometimes before I do my exercises or after, I'm just like, oh, gotta do the dishes, or I'm just sitting there frying up some sausage, you know, and just getting popped in the boobs with it.
Oh, grease. Oh, it's good.
That's
She
a lesson
got
I
me,
only had
she
to
got me
learn
an
once.
apron, so now I have like this really badass apron. Have you guys seen what is it? The House
Way of the
Husbands.
House
The
Husbands.
Way of the House
Yeah.
Husbands.
Yeah.
Yes.
My wife loves that one.
I love it, but I want to get the little Shiba Inu patch for my little apron. So I'm in my Mawashi, my Shiba Inu apron. I'll be in hog heaven.
Oh man.
Some of those like aviator sunglasses.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
In your Mawashi apron, sunglasses, end of list.
Yes.
What more?
Yeah.
What more do you need?
And the claw.
And the claw.
Oh man.
But
So
yeah, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No,
oh,
no.
I was just gonna say, Matt, so you've been wrestling for a little over a year now.
Yeah.
Sabrina, you ever try it out?
I actually sometimes do like the stretches and the Shiko and the.
She's good at the Shiko.
Yeah, I'm better than him at the Shiko, honestly.
Gotta work on that flexibility, Matt.
I'm actually pretty flexible, but I just don't have balance. Oh, I probably shouldn't tell that to the whole world that's going to be wrestling.
We said, oh no. We said, no spoilers, no secrets. No, damn it, we failed.
That was our
Jake,
plan
we
all along,
failed.
to get your secrets out before the Cowboy Cup.
My
sorry,
balance has
go on.
gotten. It's got significantly better.
It has gotten better than.
So
when
I
we
could
first
actually
started.
hold my Shikos for a few more seconds than I could, because before I was just kind of doing these kicks. I was just kind of kicking out to the side, you know. And now I actually could do a real Shiko. And I have to give her credit, because watching her do it, I was like, oh, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Understand a little better what you're actually trying for. Yeah.
Yeah, now I
Balance.
got it.
One controlled
Yeah.
motion up and
But-
down.
There
I
are
haven't,
there
oh,
are a good
sorry.
number of women's wrestlers in Texas, and I hear a handful of them are going to be at the Cowboy Cup. So maybe it's time to debut.
Our roommate, her cousin, like has come to a few of the practices at Dallas Sumo Club, and I keep trying to convince her, but she's not quite there yet.
She's a little
Slowly.
shy.
Very
She only goes
slowly.
to a few of the practices with him, but only when he's going. Since I have chronic health issues that specifically cause like inflammation in my joints and stuff.
Probably not
Basically,
the
my immune
best.
system is trying to kill me.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it makes me feel like a superhero kind of, because I have this like awesome super powered immune system, but then its ultimate rival villain is me. So
Damn, I'm just too healthy. I'm so healthy that yeah.
You're just
but anyway,
your body is the Seto Kaiba to your immune system's Yu-Gi-Oh.
It's Wolverine. It's Wolverine to the extreme. It's the healing
Yeah.
factor.
pretty much.
but I'm taking extremely expensive medication now, like thousands of dollars a month that I don't have to pay for. Thankfully, maybe
no
until
kidding.
August. But anyway, now it's a lot better than it was before, because I got so bad at one point that I could barely even walk. I tried to
Yikes.
take a bath once, and he had to come rescue me from the bathtub because I literally couldn't get out of the bathtub.
No.
Damn.
Yeah, but it's gotten to the point now that I'm medicated to where I have been considering actually officially joining the Dallas Sumo Club, and the number one reason for that is because I need to learn how to fall more safely. I've
Sure.
already got degeneration in my joints and everything from this disorder, and you know, the instinct is to like put your hands out if you're gonna fall to catch
Right.
yourself. If I do that, I'm just gonna crush my wrists, you know. So
Oh.
there's a lot of practical things that you can learn in sumo for sure.
Sure.
You know, balance, how to fall in a way that you're not going to hurt yourself, just all kinds of stuff. And I see him do it all the time. I go to practices with him sometimes. I see him doing shit in the living room literally every night. I have to show him how to do shit in the living room literally every night. You because just because I can't necessarily do it myself all the time doesn't mean that like I don't pay attention, because I do.
Sure.
I'm a very detail-oriented person. So I think if I actually did throw myself into this at the level that he has, I might be actually really good at it. It's just it's getting over that hump of, is this something my body is going to be able to handle?
Sure.
And being afraid that I'm just gonna end up injuring myself worse than I already am, and all that jazz.
I don't know. I always like kind of like we'll be cooking or doing something, and I'll just kind of like just randomly Suriashi over to her and like grab her waistband like I'm gonna do a Kimarite on her. And at first she was like, and now she's like gets into position and stuff. So
Get that double inside grip, like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Boom, right to the neck.
Boom! Oh, a Nodowa. Well, I do have to. I do have to say,
everyone likes to Nodowa me. Corey Morrison is always like, I just kind of, he just go with that damn hand.
I'm trying to get you to do it to me.
I have to admit that Sabrina, I am jealous of you, because you have accomplished something in the world of sumo that I have been striving for years now and have just not had it. And that is Sumo Kaboom's jam. You have partaken of it, and I have yet to sample it.
I was so stoked.
It was immaculate.
It was last July, wasn't it? When I won the Sumo Kaboom bingo contest.
Yes.
That was the tournament that it was Hakuho's last tournament.
I think it was the Nagoya of last year.
Yeah, where he went up against Terano Fuji, and like, this was this whole thing was, or Terano Fuji's promotion to Yokozuna was writing on this, and like, and it also happened to be the one where I won the bingo and got the awesome jam from the nice sumo ladies, and it was just the
Rage.
best ever.
Rage.
That jam was so
I
good.
was
It
this
It was
close.
so good.
This close.
It was.
But I'm over it. I'm over it.
Peach jam. It was Leslie's peach jam. And
Stop
it,
it, Matt. I'm over
Every
it.
morning, Mac
Cool.
puts the bread in the toaster. He takes it out. He puts it on his plate, and just sighs.
Hello, darkness, my old
Gone
friend.
within a week.
Why don't I have this jam again?
Oh Lord. So yeah, we've been talking about it a little bit, but this Cowboy Cup that's coming up here, July 11th in Dallas. It'll be streaming all over the place.
oh yeah.
We'll make sure that gets out there. But I am excited to meet you guys in person.
Oh,
and
hell
I am sad I will not be there.
unfortunately, yeah, it'll be
I
a
know.
partial crew this time around. But
Well, we'll text you pictures of our butts.
there you go. Yeah. We'll keep
If
you in
it's
the
not
loop.
full Mawashi, then I don't want it.
I
It better be
actually-
full Mawashi.
I told him the other night that when we go do the Cowboy Cup, I'm just gonna run around like recording stuff with my phone and do like interviews of random people and just ask
Perfect.
them, okay,
Do it.
who has the best taint in pro sumo? And then they'll just be like,
The correct answer is
What?
Toby Zaru.
the correct answer is actually Toby Zaru, because on day blah 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 of blah 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 tournament, you could actually see a little bit of the back of the sack, which was just mwah, chef's kiss.
She was all about that. Toby Zaru. She rewound it a few times. Like she's like, "Can you see sack? Can you see sack?"
You
She goes, "There's
rewound
sack."
it for me.
She told me.
And this person's gonna be like, can I talk to the other podcast people again? Like,
That guy that's over there.
yeah, where was that the Sumo Kaboom lady? Why don't you talk to her instead?
Lori and Leslie don't talk about people's taints.
It's a niche. It's a
It is a
podcast
niche.
niche that you guys have a firm cupping hold upon, I think.
That you get right up in there. You get right up in there.
Like
Right
a
in
properly supple Mawashi. Yes.
Get up way up in that crack. Get up way up in that crack, Jim.
Oh man. Well, I'll make sure to bring some recording equipment so I can just like.
Oh God! I saw that.
What-
Jake, you
Am I-
missed it. No.
Especially
don't
once
wanna
we
know.
Start scaring everyone.
I don't want to know if I see something extra when I'm editing video or whatever. I'll get over it then. But anyways, yeah, I'll make sure to bring some recording equipment so that I can just kind of like hit record when we're hanging out. We'll get
So jealous. So
some
jealous.
more good material there. Oh man, but yeah, we're so if somebody has made it this far into the Grand Sumo Breakdown interview of Sumo Punx with Matt and Sabrina, and they're still on board with maybe checking you guys out, you haven't scared them away yet.
The
Where can
side
people
balls and the
find you
taint,
guys
if
and
they
listen to
haven't
your
turned
show?
you away, follow
Yeah.
these guys.
We welcome all the freaks.
Yeah, exactly.
You are
I
one
mean,
of
because
us.
we're here to talk about the things that sometimes whenever people first start watching sumo, they might have questions about, but like, oh, what's up with that guy's taint, or like, oh, what's that thing on his
got
butt?
the podcast for
I
you.
have questions.
All of
Why
the
does
genital,
Coach Notion have all those band-aids on his butt cheeks?
That's where his power comes from.
all the genital related questions that big podcast is afraid to talk
Sideball,
about. Yeah.
sideball.
Exactly. We bring you the truth.
About
Oh.
genitals. We
Yeah,
have a weird
butts.
fixation, genitals and butts. We're just kind of like,
Again, we're basically just preteens with a podcast.
Hey, Matt. He's got that weird pink velocity, man. It's like flesh tone.
Oh god.
Oh no, you can tell that we've been going too long when the butthead impression comes out of Mac.
oh no, that's me.
Hey,
Right,
hey, Jake.
that was Beavis, wasn't it?
We've been doing this podcast for like a couple years now. We never got this on a live recording.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm just
Anyway,
I'm
but
permanently 12. I'm sorry.
Where can the fine people that enjoy sumo wrestling follow you at?
Okay, so we are at what are we on? Oh, we are on all of the social medias at just Sumo Punx, and it's
most of the
Punx with an
social media.
X. Has to be Punx with an X for extra sex.
Yes.
that's what I
on
assumed.
Twitter- on Twitter, though, it's Punk Sumo because I fucked up our Twitter account when I was first
Ooh.
making it. We also have, as of last night, a Redbubble shop where right now
nice.
there's only 2 variations of the same design, but it's kind of in the tradition of like the black metal like
Very
is
t-shirt.
it that
second wave
Hakuho
black
one?
metal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Hakuho design that I
I looked
did.
at that and I'm not super well versed on metal, but I was like, that looks like Immortal. Is that?
I'm gonna do a bunch of different rikishi and a bunch of different metal style logos.
Oh,
So
that's
we're
pretty
gonna
cool.
have some like thrash. We're gonna have some like I don't know which different ones do you think we should do?
Yeah, I don't know. My buddy Nemo told us to do a Wakataka Kage one. So
Oh yeah, we're definitely.
I
doing
made
that
the
one.
stupidest meme like ever. It was like there was Wakataka Kage with Waka Flocka Flame like on his arm, and then he had the flock of seagulls haircut. So he's Waka Flocka Seagulls. I thought it was great.
Then you need a Fozzie Bear tattoo with Waka 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 going on the other side.
Sick, genius.
He was mad though that only like a couple of people liked that meme that he made, and I had to explain to him like, that's pretty obscure, okay?
That's a small middle area on that Venn diagram, right?
Okay, fine. Throw Pac-Man in there. Waka 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 Waka
Yeah,
Waka Waka Waka. Like, maybe they'll know that.
She's a meme lord. She used to run all of these
Don't
like
tell the whole internet that.
she used to. All of these like Facebook meme pages. There's like a lot of ones that you've probably seen before that she actually created, and
It's a job that the world needs, and we
Yeah.
appreciate your service.
I'm trying to maintain my anonymity here.
The memes we deserve.
But anyway, we also have a Gmail account. It's just sumopunks@gmail.com. You can send us weird stories. You can send us
taint pictures.
suggestions. Please don't
Nudes.
send us taint pictures.
Nudes.
Well, okay. If you send us unsolicited taint pictures, I still have that whole folder full of cloacas that I
She's
will
been
send back to
threatening
you.
people with this folder of cloacas.
I've
for-
been saving them. I can show you right now.
Oh, hey. Oh, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Bald eagles. Okay.
An
Anyway,
interesting collection to have, and I'm not sure I want to know context. I think that would take away some of the mystique of the
Exactly.
The
It's like,
cloaca
no,
collection.
just leave a little bit for the
The
mind. Just to
collection.
germinate.
hey, they're
it.
defensive
work on that.
cloacas. Okay. Sometimes you gotta protect yourself.
Yeah. They're defense cloacas.
Exactly.
Well, to close this off, look up Sumo Punx. I'd say maybe the second funniest sumo podcast in the game, but they're doing okay. They're doing okay. But I have been waiting all episode to make a Dead Kennedys joke to close out the show. So Sumo Punx, fuck off. Boom. And that's where I'm going to end it.
Done.
That's actually brilliant.
Oh man. I don't have a whole lot in the the metal and punk repertoire up in here, but I got a couple.
I bet you've had that in the chamber for weeks now.
Locked and loaded.
You don't even know.
I have to say, well worth it. I didn't.
I feel privileged now to have received that. Thank you.
It was my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Matt and Sabrina of Sumo Punx, thank you guys so much for joining us. And we will look forward to seeing you guys again in the near future.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
And you're going to have to see me naked at the Cowboy Cup. So we will see you there.
Jealous.
Gonna
I'm
see a
jealous.
whole lot of Matt.
Thank you for listening to Grand Sumo Breakdown. Until next time,
Throw your salt high.
and keep moving forward.